My name is Victoria Winters. Collinwood is a cauldron of tension. Desperately as I have tried, I am unable to avoid involvement in the mystery of a man's death. A mystery that reveals hidden emotions and brings unexpected hatreds to the surface.
Carolyn, I'm just going to take the hem up on this dress. You want to help me?
I don't think you need any help.
Oh, I'm not all that good. Back in the foundling home.
Look, I'm sick and tired of hearing your stories about the foundling home. Little orphan Annie does pretty well for herself.
Hey, what's hit you?
That's a pretty dress, Vicky. You planning on wearing it for a big date tonight?
No. I've been meaning to take up the hem for a long time. I just never got around to it. Now I decided that today I might as well.
I'll bet you did.
What is this?
You are really something, you know that? Walking around here with that innocent smile and sweet stare. Poor little Vicky Winters who only wants to do the right thing. Well, I've just about had it with you.
Listen, I think you just better tell me what you're talking about.
Why don't you go home, Vicky? Why don't you pack your bags and go back to that precious foundling home?
Understand you. What have I done?
What has she done, she says? You'd think nothing's been happening around here. Well, for your information, Miss Winters, a good friend of our family has just died, and someone has been going around town practically accusing my uncle of having murdered him.
Oh.
That's right, Vicky. Oh. The other night, Burke Devlin came up to this house and stuck knives into my Uncle Roger. And don't tell me you didn't know about it because I heard you were there.
Yes, helping him, giving him an alibi.
Oh, sure. That was that night. And then suddenly you switch. You decide to play the other side of the fence.
That isn't true.
Whose side are you on anyway, Vicky?
Nobody's. I'm just trying to do my job, that's all.
Don't play innocent with me. Not 10 minutes ago, I looked out my window and saw you and Burke Devlin driving up to this house.
I saw him in town. He insisted on driving me home.
You knew, didn't you, that my mother didn't want him up here anymore? Or my uncle?
I tried to talk him out of it.
What were you doing talking to him at all? Vicky, you were hired to give my little nephew his school lessons, not to play footsie with the man who wants to put my uncle in prison.
Listen, I've had enough of this.
What's the big plan for tonight, Vicky? Dinner? A few dances? A little more talk?
I think you better leave.
You and Burke Devlin. I never would have believed it.
There is nothing to believe. Can't you understand that?
What did you talk about, Vicky? The price of sardines? Or maybe it was me. Maybe you both had a big laugh over what a silly kid I am.
You're being ridiculous.
I suppose he told you I was chasing after him. Well, I'm not. You can have him, Vicky, with my blessing. But I think you ought to have the decency to quit your job and leave.
Carolyn, you're talking absolute nonsense. Burke Devlin means nothing to me.
He drove you home, didn't he?
Why are you angry, Carolyn? Because I brought him to the house? Or because he drove me home?
You're talking in riddles.
For the past 5 minutes, you've been ranting and raving. Not because I met an enemy of your family, but because I met Burke Devlin.
Oh, you think I'm jealous? Is that it?
Well, I hope you're not. Because you know you're right about him. He can be very dangerous to your family.
Oh, I get it. Now comes the big speech telling me to stay away from him and leave the field clear for you.
No, not that speech. Just one question. A question you asked me just a little while ago. Whose side are you on?
That's right, Mr. Devlin. Listen, I wonder if you heard anything about the coroner's decision on Mr. Malloy's death. Oh. No, I haven't heard a word from Collinwood. I guess they decided they don't want a housekeeper up there. Oh, of course I'll let you know. We're in this together, aren't we? That's right. Goodbye.
Well, hello, Mrs. Johnson. We don't see you in here very often.
Is your roast beef well cooked?
Any way you want it.
I'll have a well-done roast beef sandwich.
Anything on it?
Is your lettuce well washed?
I did it myself this morning in the laundromat. How about some mayonnaise, too?
Is it fresh?
As a daisy. Coming right up.
I always made my own mayonnaise.
I bet it was good, too.
Mr. Malloy liked it. And you've been a man's housekeeper as many years as I have. You learn to know what he likes.
I'm sure you do.
He was a wonderful man. The finest man to walk this earth. His death was a terrible thing.
Yes, it was.
It's not easy. I'm not a young woman anymore. I find myself suddenly with nothing to do.
Well, here you are. You want some coffee, too?
Later.
Well, how about some pie? The apple pie was baked fresh this morning.
You know what I need is something to keep me busy, to keep my mind off what happened.
Well, what about your daughter? I mean,
Oh.
couldn't you go and live with her?
And spend the rest of my life sitting in a rocking chair? No, thank you. I have more important things than that to do. Oh, this mayonnaise doesn't smell fresh to me.
I just opened the jar this morning.
Well, you just better complain to the firm that made it. Fix me another sandwich without mayonnaise, please. Look, you mind if I sit over there? These stools give me a backache.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry to make you fix that sandwich again, but I have no desire to get sick. Not while evil walks the streets of this town.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you going, Carolyn?
To town, Mother. Is that all right with you?
You don't need to snap at me. I just asked a question.
I'm sorry.
Have you seen Vicky?
Why?
Carolyn, you have a terrible habit of answering a question with a question. It's most annoying.
I'm sorry, Mother. Why did you want to know about Vicky?
Well, she disappeared this morning without a word. David hasn't had his lessons all day.
I'm sure he's not kicking.
When I want him to have a holiday, I'll say so.
Well, Vicky's had her holiday, Mother. Why shouldn't David?
Holiday?
Uh-huh. She spent the day with an old friend of the family. I think you might have met him. Burke Devlin.
Where is she?
Upstairs in her room, shortening a hem.
Thank you.
Mother.
Yes?
I was just wondering, while I'm in town, I might run into Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
Well, do you want me to say anything to her? I mean, have you given any more thought to hiring a housekeeper?
I'm giving all my thoughts to firing a governess.
Hello. I'd like Mr. Devlin's room, please. Oh. Well, do you have any idea when he'll be back? I see. No message. Thank you.
This seems to be my day for it. Believe me, Mrs. Stoddard, I had no intention of hurting anyone, breaking rules, or anything else.
But you did bring Burke back to this house.
I explained that to Carolyn.
Well, I'd ask you to explain it to me, but I don't think any explanations would do me any good. Have you no idea how I feel about this man?
I'm sorry.
Just what did you expect to gain?
Nothing. He drove me home, that's all.
Why did you need driving home? Why weren't you here attending to your duties?
Well, I thought you knew.
All I know, Miss Winters, is that you were engaged to help my nephew with his schoolwork. On your arrival, we agreed on the number of hours to be devoted to his lessons each day. And I don't expect those hours spent with Burke Devlin.
Did Carolyn say I was with Burke the whole time?
What you do with your time is none of my business, really, unless it conflicts with David's schoolwork.
You were supposed to have been told.
By whom, Burke Devlin?
No, Mr. Collins. He said he was going to call you and tell you where I was.
Well, where were you?
This morning he asked me to visit the cannery with him.
My brother told you to take the day off?
Yes. We went to the hotel for breakfast this morning and then to the cannery. He said he was going to call you.
And your meeting Burke was just a matter of chance?
Yes.
All right, Miss Winters. But in future, please check with me before going off on a school day.
I would have, but Mr. Collins said he was going to.
I pay for your services, not my brother. Now suppose you go and see if you can find David.
All right.
Oh, and Miss Winters, in future, if you should meet Burke again, please do me the courtesy of not bringing him back to this house.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Enjoy the pie?
Oh, sit down here with me for a minute, please.
Well, I can't really, Mrs. Johnson. I've got loads of cleaning up to do.
Oh, come on. There's no one else in here. Just for a minute, please.
Okay.
You know, it's a funny thing. I've been eating my lunches alone for years, and there's just such an emptiness about it all of a sudden.
It's a terrible thing being lonely.
You're young. You haven't spent years knowing that a man was coming home to supper, trying to fix what he likes, thinking up ways to make him smile.
I guess in a lot of ways, being a housekeeper for one man for so many years is almost like being a wife.
We never shared the same bed. Now, I didn't have his name or wear his ring, but I was as close to Mr. Malloy as anyone could have been. He should have lived another 30 years.
You've just got to accept it, Mrs. Johnson. Unfortunate accidents do happen.
Oh, accidents, if it's an accident. Well, but there's no sense in Mr. Malloy simply falling in the water and drowning.
There's no sense to a lot of things.
But there's answers to some. You just read your Bible. An eye for an eye. Now, Mr. Malloy died of violence, and some people are going to pay for that.
Like who? Whose eye are you after, Mrs. Johnson?
Oh, I'm not after anyone. I'm just a bitter old woman, unaccustomed to loneliness.
Oh, excuse me, I've got a customer. Oh, Carolyn, I was wondering when you'd be dropping by.
I didn't think it would be such an occasion.
Well, why don't you come over to the counter and try some of our fresh-baked apple pie?
It's Mrs. Johnson.
I know who it is. How about a nice hot cup of fresh coffee?
Sure, I guess so.
How are things up on the hill?
Oh, fine, just fine. Maggie, do me a favor, would you? Bring the coffee and a piece of your pie over to Mrs. Johnson's table. Hello, Mrs. Johnson.
Oh,
May I join you?
well, of course, dear. How are you and your mother?
Well enough. I wanted to tell you how sorry I am about Mr. Malloy.
Thank you. You're a good girl, Carolyn. Mr. Malloy was always very fond of you.
I was fond of him. That's why I'd like to do something for you.
Oh, what might that be?
Here we are.
Thanks, Maggie. Say, you haven't seen Burke Devlin around today, have you?
Uh-uh. But I just got here a little while ago. Sorry.
That's all right. I'll catch him later.
Oh, are you and Mr. Devlin friendly?
I don't know exactly what we are. He's a strange man.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen him or spoken to him since he's come back to Collinsport.
Oh? He had mentioned talking to you.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I did. Just once. You have to forgive me, Carolyn. Ever since Mr. Malloy's death, I just don't even know what's going on in the world.
Mrs. Johnson, what you need is something to keep you busy.
Well, Carolyn, it's a young girl like you and understanding an old woman's problems.
I've been thinking about you, and I just may have the answer to all those problems.
I hope so, Carolyn. I sincerely hope so.
It just seemed like a perfect idea to me, Mrs. Johnson. You'd be doing the kind of work you've always done, and you'd be with people all the time.
Well, have you spoken to your mother about this?
Yes, but then I thought maybe I might have taken too much for granted. I mean, I never even bothered to ask if you'd be interested.
Well, I suppose it would be what Mr. Malloy would have liked.
I know, it seems like a very big house, but most of the rooms have been closed off. And there aren't too many people, just my mother and me and Uncle Roger and his son, and Vicki Winters. That's David's governess. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
Well, what did your mother say?
Well, she hasn't really made up her mind yet. I mean, until Vicki Winters came up there, we never had anyone except the family living in the house.
Well, then, why would she want a housekeeper now?
You just leave that to me. I think it would be very good for both you and Mother. If you want the job.
Oh, I do. I certainly do. And you tell your mother that.
Wonderful.
If she offers me the job, I'll be delighted to accept.
Oh, she will, if I have anything to say about it.
Well, I better leave before I burst into tears. Thank you. Bless you for being so thoughtful.
Is everything all right here, folks?
Yes, the pie was delicious. This young lady made me feel good. Here you are, and here is a dime for you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, and bless you again, Carolyn.
Don't worry. You'll hear from my mother. Oh, we're going to have a housekeeper up at Collinwood.
Her?
Oh, she's a very nice lady, Maggie. Just a little upset now.
She's also creepy. She gives me the willies, always has.
You just don't like her because she's a 10-cent tipper.
I don't like her because she makes me nervous. Don't ask me why. She always has.
Well, if I can talk my mother into it, she's coming to work for us.
Good luck. Just remind yourself of one little question.
What question?
Whose eye is she after?
Mr. Collins, please. Roger, did you tell Vicki she could skip David's lessons today? Well, don't you think I should have been told? I see. Well, you put me in a very embarrassing position. I said a great many things that... Well, in the future, please check with me first. Goodbye.
David's nowhere to be found.
Vicki, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry for what I said.
I'm sorry that you found it necessary to call your brother and check on my story.
I called Roger to tell him to stop interfering with the order of this house.
And check on me.
I beg your pardon.
Mrs. Stoddard, ever since I've been in this house, I've been badgered and bullied, and most of the time I've taken it. But there comes a limit, even for me. And when I walked in here and heard you on the phone, that was the last straw. I don't lie, Mrs. Stoddard. I don't snoop, and I don't pry, and I don't steal other people's boyfriends.
And I don't like being shouted at.
I was a fool. I should have packed up my first night here. But I'm going to stay, and I'm not going to sit by and take all this nonsense.
I think you're forgetting you're still in my employ.
Then fire me if you want to. Either that or begin trusting me. One or the other, Mrs. Stoddard. I'm sorry, but it's the only way I can live here.
I know. And I'm truly sorry. Will you forgive me?
You'll forgive me for shouting at you.
Oh, Vicki, I don't think you know how fond of you I've become. I know it's lonely and difficult for you here.
I haven't had much chance to be lonely.
When I wrote and asked you to come, I had no idea there'd be so many difficulties, so many pressures.
I'm sure they won't last forever.
I hope not. Sometimes I feel as if I were buried here, as if there were no outside world at all.
Oh, there is, Mrs. Stoddard.
Maybe I should bring some of it here to Collinwood. For you and Carolyn. Vicky, Carolyn's been talking to me about getting a housekeeper.
I think that would be a wonderful idea.
Yes, I know, but it'd be so difficult. Other than you, only the family has lived here for years.
But a housekeeper would be such a help to you.
Yes. Maybe I could be of some help to her.
Mr. Devlin, this is Sarah Johnson. I just spoke to Carolyn Stoddard. Yes. I think it's going to work out. Yes, Mr. Devlin. Bye.
A girl is killed and Richard Kimball is mistakenly identified as the person responsible. Watch The Fugitive in color tonight on ABC. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.